to the ensemble. We're going. All right, welcome to the University of Illinois. This is our forum, Friday Jazz Forum. My name is Chip McNeil. I'm the chair of Jazz Studies here. We're in Smith Hall, room 25. So if you're on campus and you want to get here between 1 and 2, you can check out some of the music. As I said, I have a couple of announcements here. Next week, we have an additional group that's going to be here, as well as the group that's playing next week. I believe it's RJO next week, the Repertory Jazz Orchestra. They're playing on Forum next week. But after that, at 2 o'clock, from 2 to 4 in here, is the Edu Ribeiro Trio from Brazil, great trio from Brazil. So they're going to be in here from 2 to 4, and I'll host it, because I don't know that Larry will be quite back by then. But I'll be hosting it, and please come check it out. And then they have a concert at Allerton Park. If you're not familiar where that is, it's over in Monticello. It's about 20 minutes from here, west of here. But it's owned by the university. I would highly recommend going to check them out. And it's in partnership with the Lehman Center for Brazilian Studies here on the campus. So please try to attend that, and please try to attend the workshop, 2 to 4 right in here. All right, and then the next thing I want to bring up that's coming up that's a special thing is we're going to have a vocal and choral jazz summit, which is going to be hosted by Dr. Barrington Coleman. And it's part of our New Awakenings concert series that's been going on since last year. Last year we had Chris McBride at the end of the year and did a wonderful concert with his group. And this is all a part of that New Awakenings concert series. But this is the Vocal Choral Jazz Summit here. We're going to feature 3 of our former students. They're going to come back and join the jazz vocal ensemble in various small groups and things. Olivia Flanagan, who was here, I'll just kind of do it in order, I guess, of when they were attending. Olivia was here, a very fine vocalist and jazz writer, also works with transgender voices now. She does a lot of teaching in that area. Crofton Coleman, one of Barrington's sons, a very fine vocalist, is working up in the Chicago area right currently. He was, and all 3 of these folks sang with the concert jazz band too while they were here. And Melinda Rodriguez, who was our last jazz vocal TA, was here right. She got her master's right at the end of when COVID started, or the beginning of when COVID started. So they're all going to come back and do some stuff with the JVE and various groups. There are posters put up, but I just want to give you the date. The date is Saturday, April 22nd. There are workshops going on from 9:30 in the morning at various places. The posters are up, so just look around. 1 to 1:30, they're going to do a panel discussion and Q&A in the Music Building Auditorium. From 1 to 1:30 as pursuing a career in jazz vocal as a jazz vocalist. So check that out. That'll be interesting. 3 to 4:30, there's going to be a performance at the Rose Bowl. So please go over and that'll feature various people and groups. And then that night, Coosa Park, one of our senior jazz vocalists, he's got a recital at 7:30 in the NBA. And then on Sunday the 23rd at 7:30, right in here is really the finale concert that's going to feature Barrington and Chip Stevens, one of our faculty members, and I assume some of the other folks that are in the JV, whoever. Okay, so check that out. Please check that out. And that's on Saturday, April 22nd, and Sunday, April 23rd, right before we start all of our big concerts. And then that's the next thing. We have all of our concerts at Cranor at the end of the semester. Concerts are going to come up quickly now. We're almost into April, and we end right at the beginning of May this year. Excuse me. So I think we start on the 25th with Combo Concert 2. It's all posted right up outside of 11, and it's also on the Cranor calendar and the School of Music calendar. I believe the Combo Concert, the first one is on Tuesday, April 25th. The concert jazz band concert is a little different than we've done in the past. I'm doing it on Wednesday, April 26th. Thursday is going to be Jazz Band 3 under the direction of Sky Juniger, 2 TAs, and Eli Narragon. So their concert is on Thursday the 27th. On the 28th is the RJO, Repertory Jazz Orchestra, under the direction of Rich Dole and Jim Pugh. So they're going to be doing that on the Friday. And then on Saturday, I think, is that JVE in the evening. So the Jazz Vocal Ensemble and vocal combos will be Saturday evening. And I think Jazz Guitar Ensemble is the afternoon one at 3 o'clock. There's 2 on Saturday, the 29th. And then on April 30th, on the Sunday at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, the Jazz Brazilian Ensemble. That's a new group, so that's going to be there at 3 o'clock on Sunday. And at 7:30 is the Latin Jazz Ensemble. They're going to be 7:30 on Sunday the 30th. We're off on Monday night, and Monday, just to let you guys know, for everybody that's a jazz major, or anybody that's doing a jazz jury, anybody that took applied lessons and didn't give a recital themselves, you must do a jazz jury. If you were taking applied lessons with a teaching assistant or one of the faculty, you have to do a jazz jury. So talk to your teacher, whomever it is, whether it's a teaching assistant or whether it's one of the faculty professors. You got to get ready for your juries. They're going to come up too. We will hold juries on Monday, May 1st, I think. Monday, May 1st, all day. Right in here, we'll probably use Smith 11 and probably Joel's office. So just be ready for those. I'll start putting those sign-up sheets probably about a week ahead of that, okay? So we'll do juries on that Monday, April 1st. Then on April 2nd, we're back to the Craner concerts, and I believe, is that Jazz Trombone Ensemble 1 and 2?
Yes.
Okay, on this Tuesday the 2nd, I think that's correct. And then the combo concert, the second combo concert will be on Wednesday, May 3rd, sorry, May 2nd and May 3rd. Okay, so that's the rundown for that. Again, all those dates are on the Craner calendar. They're also on the School of Music calendar, and they're posted up outside of 11, which they've been for 3 months. Okay, so that brings up my last thing I want to talk about before we get gigs and get to the band. I want to make sure that you guys are people that have recitals. We had a lot of recitals this last weekend. Realize that you have to be signed up if you're a graduate student for a graduate recital credit. It's a 0-hour thing. If you're a DMA student, you should be signed up under the 500 level credit, and if you're a master's student, I think it's 400 level credit. And I think if you're an undergraduate, it's 300 level. It's for 0 credits. That's a new thing this year. You've got to be signed up to get credit for your recital. So if you haven't done that, you better get online and check it out and read about it and do it immediately. Okay? Even if you've already done your recital, get on there, because there's no way we can give you credit for the recital unless you're signed up for that 0 credit recital credit class. 500 level, I can't remember exactly what the number is, and 400 level, those are the graduate ones, and then there's a 300 level one for the undergraduates. Okay, so make sure to do that. If you have recitals coming up, there are still a lot of recitals left. They're all posted out there outside 11 too. We have quite a few still left, so please try to attend. Let's see, last thing I was going to say. The concerts, about conflicts. I've already had several people come to me about little conflicts because they weren't looking ahead to the concert dates, the Craner semester, end of the semester concerts for the various jazz ensembles. So if you haven't checked that out and you don't know when you're performing, and you may be playing an orchestra or a different choir that's not a jazz vocal group, or whatever it is, trombone choir or clarinet choir or whatever, or new music ensemble, I do not want to hear in the last, basically from now until the end of the semester that, oh, gee, I forgot to check and I have a conflict. If you forget to check and you have a conflict and you have 2 concerts, you're supposed to be in 2 places at once, that's on you. That's not on us. Those concerts have been posted for 3 months, and I'm sure the other ensembles that are outside of jazz have done the same thing. They've had them up for a long time. We want you to play in a variety of ensembles, but you have to be responsible for checking conflicts with concerts. There will be at some point. You're going to have some. But if you have one, right now you need to go to the directors of the various ensembles, the 2 conflicting ensembles, and let them know immediately. And we'll try to work it out so that we can do something to make it work for both the ensemble directors and for you, the students. But if you wait till the last week or 2 and then do that, guess what you're going to get on the jazz side? F for your ensemble. I guarantee you'll get an F. I'll personally make sure you do. Okay? I have no compunction about that because that's just stupidity on your part for not checking. And don't do that. You're college students. You're not supposed to do that. Okay? You have to be better than that. So don't let that happen. Okay? There's always one. And then they beg for, forgiveness or whatever. There's no forgiveness, okay? Sorry. In the real world, there's no forgiveness. You miss a gig, you double book yourself on a gig, guess what? You get fired from one of them, at least, if not both of them. That's the way it goes. So you might as well learn it now. It's a lot less suffering here than it will be out in the real world when you need money to eat on, and you did that, okay? So please, we're trying to teach you something. Don't let those conflicts. And the concerts are posted, so check them out. If you have a conflict, because what happens is most of the time students are afraid. Oh, there's a conflict, and they just either blow it off or they're afraid to go to the 2 directors. Don't be. We'll help you. If you come to us now, we can fix it. We'll do something to make it work. But if you wait, that's on you. Okay? Also, one last thing. Finals. Beyond juries. Like I said, juries will probably do May 1st, Monday, May 1st. Those generally take place all day that day. So check with your various professors, too, about classes, because some jazz classes may meet, some may not. You have to check with your individual professors. Ensembles will not meet that day because we'll be doing juries all day. Okay, jazz ensembles. The other thing is, check with your various professors about finals, if you have finals. Some do the finals during finals week, during the scheduled times. It's in the regular school calendar catalog. Some do not. I do not. Like for my jazz class, I usually use the last day of class to collect projects or give an actual final if I'm going to give one in certain classes, okay? But everybody's different, so please check with the faculty and find out about that, all right? Make sure you're straight with that, okay? All right, recitals and gigs coming up this week. Anybody?
So, on Thursday, May 6th, if you can't afford to go to the trio, come to Seven Saints and see Jazz Guitar Ensemble perform. We'll be there.
This is April 6th.
April 6th? Yes, April 6th.
Oh, you meant April, okay.
Yeah, April 6th from 7 p.m. from 7 to 9. And yeah, come on,
Great.
support Jazz Guitar Ensemble.
Well, that's right.
Chip,
Anybody?
I have an announcement.
Sure.
This just came in actually today, confirmed it. There's a non-for-profit group out of New York called Jazz Reach. Some of you may have heard of this, but they're going to be here in residency from Monday through Wednesday. They have a performance at Cranard Wednesday morning, 10 a.m., where they invite a lot of local elementary students to come and watch. And you're all invited, by the way. I was told to extend the invitation for anyone who would like to. Moreover, however, that same group is going to come to our Latin Jazz Ensemble rehearsal on Monday at 4 and work with our group. Their theme is Latin jazz as they're coming this time around. You're all invited to come and observe and hopefully interact with those great group of young New York musicians. And then on Tuesday, my combo meets at 3 here, and they're going to come back and work with that group.
Cool.
So,
And they've been here
they've been
once
here in
before.
the past.
Right.
I don't know everybody in the group. I know that the sax player is Christopher McBride, who's actually originally from Chicago. Yeah, and has been living in New York. And then the trumpet player's name is Mike Cotone or Cotone, something like that.
Cool. Great. So come check that out. Any other gigs or recitals that we need to know about? Yeah.
There are also a couple.
That's all right. Go ahead. I'm looking at you.
Nothing, but I do have my classical senior recital on Sunday, April 2nd. It's McKinley Memorial Presbyterian Church in Champaign. Come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. 6 p.m.
Okay. Thanks, Jackson. Yes. Anybody else? Yeah. Elon.
Reggie Lewis's recital is tonight.
Tonight.
Here at 7:30. And I believe there's another recital happening this weekend.
Yes, thank you for that, Eli. My recital will be, my first master's recital is going to be this Sunday from 7:30 to 8:30 over at the Music Building. It's going to be comprising of a subtype basically of myself, Grace Calderon on saxes, Goyo Lima on saxes, Peter Tiarina on trombone, as well as a rhythm section of Eli Narragon. Got a lot of people on this one. Leon Lewis Nickel on piano and Max Osawa on drums. We're also going to have Kurt Reeder as a special guest for 1-2. The theme is music that's within the tradition, from more modern contemporary stuff to back in the 40s. In addition, there's going to be another recital coming up this coming week on Friday from one of my studio mates, Max Ando. He's going to be presenting a recital here in Smith 25 at 8:30, I believe it is, on Friday. It's going to be the music of Freddie Hubbard, composed by or performed by. It's going to feature such luminaries as Jonah Larson on the drums, as well as
Drums? On the bass, I think.
bass. Sorry, my bad. Jonah Larson on the bass, Toby Crutchmiller on the drums, Cal Wolf on piano, and Adam Aronson on the T-bone.
That's right.
Okay.
So, yes.
Cool. Emma Taylor has her doctoral recital too, a former great bassist that was here. It's now teaching at Millikan. Hers is on Sunday night at 7:30. I think it's in here. So come check that out. It's 11:30 in the morning?
It's 11:30.
Oh, it's early. Okay. So check it out. Is it here or where is it? Is it in here? Okay, I think it is in here. Okay. So come check that out if you haven't heard Emma. She's a very fine bass player and now teaching at Millikan. All right, is that everybody? Sam.
One more SSG trio on Tuesday at 5 at Rose Bowl with S for Stevens, S for Sam, and G for Joel.
All right, can we check them out? Anybody else? You?
I'm playing with Brighton's group, Mango Pods, tonight at 11:30, I think. Yeah. DM for address, I guess.
Okay. Okay, yep, Barrington.
Real quick, I know that Professor Carlos Carrillo has a Puerto Rican symposium going on over the weekend. Improv exchange, that's this afternoon, I believe, 3 to 4, over in Cranner. And for those of you who are interested, our Men's Glee Club has a spring concert. Dominic Gomez is involved in that. Lots of interesting percussion stuff, loud music. Check it out, 7:30, Great Hall, tomorrow night.
Okay, cool. All right, without further ado, about the Latin Jazz Ensemble.
tuned by a wonderful arranger, trombonist. Currently, he's from the Bay Area. His name is Wayne Wallace. Currently teaches at our neighbors, Indiana in Bloomington. And he calls that one The Art of the Dance. That's actually a title track from one of his albums. And I thought it was a really cool arrangement that has a lot of different from the calypso vibes to the son montuno and everything else. The Mozambique rhythm, you heard that very fast one at the very end, for example. That one featured Stefan Loest on alto sax. And how about it for Jeremiah St. John on trumpet? And how about our sax section on that? It was featured quite heavily. Cameron Jones and Grace Calderon. We're going to feature Cameron and Nicholas Kaplan on this next composition. This is coming from the Brazilian songwriter, composer Toninho Horta. And he calls it, Beto, you're going to have to help me with the pronunciation.
Oh,
of
yes.
this, man.
Aquelas coisas todas.
What he said
Yeah.
is exactly right. Aquelas coisas todas.
Todas, yeah.
Todas,
Perfect,
right?
man.
Okay, good. I know what it means. From my, looking at it, I know what it
All
means.
those things.
But beautiful composition. This was actually brought into us by an alumnus who's now been killing it in New York with his own big band as a saxophonist and as a composer. His name is Brian Kroc. He came up to do this jazz program. So enjoy this. Aquelas coisas todas. 1, 2, 1, 2. that was the Aretha Franklin of Latin music. It was Celia Cruz from Cuba. And she made this one famous. What's interesting about this one is that it's actually a traditional cumbia rhythm, which really originates from Colombia, although there's a Mexican style of cumbia as well. But we're going to play a real traditional cumbia for you, and we're going to feature our outstanding vocalist, Ida Teo. One, two.
Que la vida
celebration that we had with the Lyric Theater, where Latin jazz was one of the kind of backup performing artists. And we had a lot of our own arrangers from the jazz department put their arrangements together. That was from Mateo Sanchez. Give it up for Mateo. That featured Stefan Loest on. Once again, you heard from Cameron Jones. And batting cleanup for us was Kyle Hunt. We're going to play one more tune for you. This arrangement was brought in by Nick Kaplan. It's a wonderful composition off of Roy Hargrove's Crisol album, where he traveled down to Cuba and formed a band made up of jazz musicians and Cuban musicians for an incredible Latin jazz project. This one's called Dream Traveler, and it's going to feature a lot of people. One, two,
Thank you.